Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan. I'm just your average thrifty bargain hunter turned full-time reseller. And recently I started documenting my journey here on YouTube, and I'm so glad to have you. Today we have a bins haul, and you are currently watching me get ready to film said bins haul. I'm actually trying to get better at filming B-roll footage and being comfortable filming things that I'm not actually speaking in, like clips that I'm not actually talking to the camera in, but more or less just filming what I'm doing. Also, I'm trying to get better at doing this voiceover clips without like pauses and being awkward, things like that, etc., etc. So the more practice, the better I'll get, hopefully. But before we get into the haul, I do want to chat with you really quickly about two things. First, I do have some bad news. Unfortunately, the last Plato's Closet video that I uploaded is going to be the last Plato's Closet video on my channel, at least for the foreseeable future. And that is because, unfortunately, my local Plato's Closet is closing. And they're going to be closing by the end of the month. They're not doing buys anymore, and they already have the entire store on, I think it's 30% off sale. So that's really sad. No more Plato's videos, at least for now. On a lighter note, I do want to say thank you to everyone who reached out in the comments of my video where I mentioned the new Poshmark AI listing feature and how it was annoying me to my core because it was rotating all of my photos when I was doing drafts. You let me know how to find where I could edit that. So thank you so much for saving me a lot of heartache and pulling my hair out of my head, having to fix that another way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello from Little Miss Audrey. We got to make her cozy before we can get this haul going. She always likes to sit in her bed right next to me while I film. Getting my microphone on. And if you guys want to grab a snack, get a drink or two, I always do two drink minimum. Today it's coffee and water. And buckle up because this is a really fun vintage haul and I'm really excited about it. So let's get into it. I'm gonna get right into it. First, actually, before I get into the clothing, let me show you this. I thought, well, I was given this at the bins. My friend Sophia at the bins gave me this. She found it in the clothes right next to me and I was like, oh, you better look that up. And she was like, no, you have it, you have it. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. This is a vintage digital camera and it does, it does work. Let me take a picture. So I think this is what, 4 megapixels? I don't know if this is worth very much, but let me see. It's a FinePix A340 digital camera. Yeah, 4 megapixel right there. So, and to shut the lens, you do that and it goes in. And I like that whole aspect of this camera. And I do like that it has a little camera strap. I was definitely a girly in the Y2K era and I was attached to my digital camera. I took my digital camera absolutely everywhere. I loved it. I took pictures of everything, like absolutely everything. I had a whole montage collage on, I think it was Photoshop, and I would tag every single one of the people in it was like a whole thing. Anyway, digital camera. Again, not sure if it's worth anything, but really cute. Anyway, oh, it is a Fujifilm. I don't think I mentioned that. Fujifilm. Cute. Next, I will show you the shoes. I found these and I couldn't believe it. They were in the corner of a bin, rubber banded together. When I saw that, I was like, yes, ma'am, coming home with me. And I will show you one so it's easier to show you. And this one I think is the one that's in the worst condition because right here on the heel, and it looks like somebody colored it in, which is what I would have done as well. I don't know if it's like wood paneling on this heel right here has peeled away a tiny bit, and right there you can see somebody try to cover the lighter color and match it, like color match the dark black on there. But that really is the only major flaw. It has some scuffing on the toes, but I'll be able to easily fix that with saddle soap and with my Bic 4 and lovely Tory Burch like leather wrapped logo here. What are these called? They might say it on the inside. No, they don't say on the inside what the style name is, but if I was guessing, maybe they're like the Miller riding boot, something to that effect. And if I didn't say already, they're a size 8.5 and they're in really great shape. Next pair of shoes, and the last pair of shoes, right? Yes, last pair of shoes. These are so cute, and I think these might do well on Depop. These, I'm gonna show you one. Jeez Louise. These are a pair of Free People platforms, and they look like they're in basically new condition. That sticker is still intact, so perhaps somebody just wore them inside, or perhaps they've never been worn at all. I did not find a box or tags or anything, but they do look like they're in like pristine condition. And I think these might do well on Depop if I didn't say that already. These are a size 39.5. Those are really cute. Okay, first clothing item, also very cute. And I think really right on trend. This is an Angora blend, right? Yeah, a vintage Lisa International, hello, focus, Angora blend cardigan sweater, button front cardigan sweater. I've been styling my cardigans like this on the hanger and taking photos of them like this with the first button buttoned only and the rest unbuttoned, because that's how I've seen people wearing them, and I truly feel like that's helping them to sell. So I did style this like this on purpose. The buttons are really cute, like faux pearls. Look at that. They're so cool. And I love this teal color. There's no holes. It does have some like moderate wear to the fabric, but nothing terrible. And I fear the color is not coming up on camera as nice as it does in real life. It's much more like green in real life. And to me on the camera, it looks kind of like blue. I don't know. Maybe not. It's really cute. And I think this will do really well. I also think this will do really well, and this is in excellent condition. I'm so happy about that. This is a vintage LL Bean. I always confuse or mix up like LL Bean and Land's End, and I do that with like Walmart and Goodwill for some reason too. Like when I mean to say Goodwill, I say Walmart. So it's just, I don't know. I usually will say LL Bean when I mean Land's End, and Land's End when I mean LL Bean, but this is an LL Bean vintage sweater. This is a wool sweater, right? Wool and nylon sweater, and it's a men's large tall, so that's really nice. And it is this really cute Fair Isle, like kind of like holidays, but more wintry vibes sweater, and I really like that. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with this sweater. I think this will do really well. Again, another really great condition vintage sweater. This is a Stonewood, I think. Yeah, Stonewood vintage wool and alpaca blend sweater. This is also a size large. And again, no holes, no stains, and no anything wrong with this sweater either. This is like a more relaxed sort of fit, and it has this interesting like knit pattern to it. It does have like a little split hem there. I like that. And I think the hem at the bottom matches. Yeah. Like, yeah. I think this will do extremely well, especially because of the color and the fabric content. Oh, I forgot this was on here. So this is actually not from the bins. My husband found this at a regular retail Goodwill for me. This is a Pendleton Lodge shirt. Right there. That's how I know. Pendleton. It's a size extra large, and it's this really, really nice brown and green plaid. I think it says something at the bottom here. This pattern inspired by Pendleton Archives 1956. So I guess oh, sorry if you can hear the trash trucks. Like I said, I always film on trash day. So I guess this originally came out in the 50s and they're remaking them. I think this is still online for $178 if I'm not mistaken. And the only thing wrong with it is there's a tiny hole somewhere here, and it's so tiny. Oh, right here. My finger's on it. It's so tiny you can hardly even see it. This looks so good on Jack, but he doesn't want it for some reason. So I am listing this. Really, really nice Pendleton Lodge shirt. did come from the bins, however, and it's so funny that he brought that shirt home the same day I found this at the bins. This is a line of Pendleton I've never found before. Lobo by Pendleton, a division of Pendleton, not by Pendleton. So I don't know if there's a difference, but Lobo. This is another woolly button front shirt. I love the colors on this one. Love, love, love the blue, like just so pretty. And this is a really like nice wool too, just like the other one, not scratchy, not itchy. And this is a thicker kind of considered perhaps shacket. It has this like double lined collar here with the I would assume nylon. Yeah. And the whole, what is that? The placket is trimmed in that as well. It does have a few flaws where right here on the bottom hemline, just a few small holes, but nothing like major. So this is in, I would say, pretty good shape. Yeah, really, really cute. I love the color. Lobo, a division of Pendleton. Next, this is so cute. A little 2T Pendleton. We were just talking about Pendleton. See, I do that. Patagonia and Pendleton is another one that I like. I know what I want to say, and I just confidently say the wrong one. Patagonia, little 2T cinchilla. Let me show you the interior tag. Vest. Really cute. I don't think it's worth that much, obviously, but I was not leaving it there. So stinking cute. It's cute, too. And this was inside out, and I think that's the only reason it was left in the bins for me to find. Otherwise, it would have been snatched up. This is a equestrian horse graphic. I would say late 80s, early 90s Colorado tourist crew neck. It does have some like faint discoloration here, but other than that, it's in really great shape. It's a size large, and the graphic I really like. They're like running horses, maybe a mama and a baby horse, and the back is plain. It doesn't have a year on this one, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to put an exact date because usually the date is like right there, but that's not a date. So we'll see how this does. Okay. This is definitely my favorite find of the trip, and look at it. Number one, the color, the cut, number two, and number three, this is a, drum roll, a vintage Calvin Klein jacket. And I do believe, based on my humble research, this is a jacket from his very first ever line in 1968. And the tag, it looks like one of the oldest ones I can find on the internet, and there's not very many of them. So first of all, let me get a little closer with you. So she does have moth holes. And for 2 seconds at the bids, I almost said, Megan, you don't need it. It's damaged. Don't get it. We're not getting damaged things. And like, when you look at it, it's really not that damaged. Like right here, can you see? I don't know if that's going to come up on camera, but there's some like very faint like starts of moth holes. I would say that's what that is. I'm not exactly sure, but none of them are all the way through, but they are kind of like scattered throughout the whole jacket. On the sleeve, on the front a little bit, right here on the chest area and here near the zipper. And it does have some like small spots and discoloration. And because of those reasons, I almost left it at the bins for 2 seconds. And then I saw it did have a label, and I was like, okay, I've never seen this label from this brand before. I'll just take a chance on it. So I didn't realize until I got home how interesting this jacket is. Okay, so let me shut up and actually show you the Calvin Klein tag. Like I said, he started making clothes in 1968. Oh, that's upside down. Hold on, let me show you better. This, I do believe, is one of the earliest Calvin Klein tags there is. So that's really, really cool. And I think this is gonna do really well. I absolutely am obsessed with this color. This is the color nail polish I want. I do have, actually, let me go grab it. I wonder if it's how similar it is. Let's see. Of course, I'm not wearing this shade of red today. Oh, it's pretty similar. This is literally the color of nail polish I want. Dang, that's really close. So this is You've Been Read by OPI. It's not what I have on my nails today, but love it. Oh my goodness. I'm so obsessed with this jacket though. It's so nice. It says a dry clean only. There's no size tag in here. It is fully lined. It's got real tiny little front pockets. The zipper says what? Abbott. It's a metal zipper that says Abbott. And I just love the style of this jacket. You can like button that little thing there. So stinking cute. So I'm very excited to see how this vintage, first of its kind Calvin Klein jacket does. We'll see. Next, this is a really cute blazer, and I'm fairly certain it's new without the tags. Oh, I like how the color is showing on the camera. This is an Intuitions by Kathy Manning vintage, I would guess 70s blazer. I really like this exaggerated lapel collar. I love that it's velvet, and I do like the contrasting like big gold metal, fake metal buttons to it. It has like a split to the hemline. Really nice condition. I don't think it has a size. Oh wait, yes it does. That's how I knew it was almost new. These tags in here that are paper are crispy. They are like made yesterday, it feels like. It is a size 5'6", 100% cotton, and there is the Union Made tag, if you've never seen it. And that tag just says to dry clean. So we'll see how this does. I love the color and the silhouette of this jacket. And I think if you didn't like this gold button, it would be very easy to change it to something else and give it a whole new look. So cute. Next, this is fun. This is a vintage camp, I would guess a sleep t-shirt. Little white and red micro stripe, and the logo says Timberline Camp. It's like a deep V, so I would assume this is maybe 60s, 70s. Unfortunately, the little tag is missing, but it feels nice and old, and it is single stitched here on the sleeve. I don't know if you can be able to see that with the stripe, but we will see how this does. I don't think it's going to go for too terribly much, but I liked it because it was vintage. It's fun. This is a Depop special, a Y2K 90s Rampage dress. I love this. It's like a floral brocade, and like the entire dress is like this white satin, and the flowers on top aren't satin, so they kind of like give this really nice contrast effect. I like the little cute bow and little notched collar here, or whatever you want to call that, notched neckline. It's unlined, which is kind of weird, but that doesn't mean you couldn't wear something under it if you wanted to. And I think this is a really cute like homecoming or maybe even Easter dress, because we are quickly approaching Easter. Next, this is cute. Unfortunately, she does have some damage. This is a vintage gingham, sort of gingham, I think, right? Yeah, when I get close, you'll be able to tell. It's like a plaid gingham. Dior night dress, house gown, day robe, something like that. It does have, like I said, damage here to the collar, to the shoulder, and to like basically just this like delicate trim. I do like this nice CD embroidered logo here at the front with all of this little crochet detailing. The back is plain, and the sleeves have like this nice little cute trim as well. And let me show you the interior tag. Whoop. Christian Dior. I don't think this is gonna sell for too terribly much because it is damaged, but I did not want to leave it there. Super cute. Again, I love this like satin brocade floral going on. Look at that. So cool. And this one's like an ombre situation. I think these flowers up here are much lighter, and they cascade into a darker flower at the bottom. I don't know if that's like translating on camera very well, but like up here they're lighter and down here they're darker. I love this like, again, shimmery, I don't know. It's just so fun. I love this like shimmery fabric, and I think this is going to do really well because it is Moda International. This is a size extra large, which I love, and the back is plain. And I do like the buttons down the front of this one. I think that's also going to help it to sell. Really, really cute. Again, there's the tag, Moda International. Next, this was actually given to me by another Bins regular. Unfortunately, I'm horrible and don't know her name, but I see her all the time. And she asked me if I do vintage, and I said yes. And she asked me if I wanted this dress, and I like, my eyes kind of got big, and I said, "Are you sure?" And she said, "Yeah. My luck, I'll get home and something will be wrong with it. I don't want to mess with it." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "This is going to be the best thing I got all day at that point." And she was like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "Okay, thank you." This is a gorgeous drop waist red and black lace dress with this like bow detail. Look at that. Bow detail here. The back looks the same as the front. And this does have a brand, which made me so excited. This is Carol Craig, New York, and it is a tag size 10. There's the brands again. I think this is gonna do really well because drop waist is a style that is coming back into fashion, and also this is giving like vampire. This is giving like dark academia, prom dress. I think this is really, really beautiful. The lace is absolutely stunning, and when I steamed her over and really looked at it, I would say there's maybe a handful of small flaws to the lace, but other than that, nothing. And this is like ruffles. I don't know if you can tell that on camera. It's all like so nice. And I love this like black velvet bow. So we'll see how she does. Carol Craig. This is another one of my favorites, honestly. This is a stunning lace dress. I think it probably came with a slip or something under it, but I didn't find one, unfortunately, with it or near it. This is a Morrissey collection dress. This is a cream, full lace, short sleeve, pointed collar, full button front. I think it's a midi dress. Oh no, it's a maxi dress with this cute bow tie waist closure. Look at this lace. And there is nothing wrong with this one, which is absolutely wonderful. I think this is stunning. This could for like, maybe like a bridal brunch or something like that. So stinking cute. And again, there is the tag Morrissey collection. I was shocked to find these because people still go crazy for Lululemon at my Bins, even though it kind of has died down resale wise. These are a really fun printed Lululemon legging. Where's the, here we go. Right there. And I like this like floral, kind of like almost psychedelic, bright graphic. These I think are a size 8. Yes, they are a size 8. There's a little size, oh goodness gracious. Little size dot. That's not going to focus, but really cute. I'm not sure what these are. These might be the Wonder Under legging. Hopefully this pattern helps them to do well. I could be wrong, and it might be that this pattern, nobody likes it, but if that's the case, these will go to ThredUp because these will get me a pretty penny on ThredUp. Lululemon. Next, I smiled inside when I found these because my 90s Y2K little self would have absolutely loved these. I probably had some mud jeans at some point because they were like the jeans to have. These are vintage mud jeans. These are a kind of, I guess you call that boot cut and not flare. Flare, I think, would be a stretch. A boot cut jean. They are dark wash, no distressing, and they are low rise, which I think is all of the things you want in a vintage pair of mud jeans. I think these are like a size 10, if I remember. Size 7. And there's the interior tag. So we'll see how these do. These are really fun. I love that like Y2K and 90s fashion is so on trend and in style right now because I get to love the things that I loved as a kid all over again. Super, super cute. And look at that rise. Next. If you know, you know. I saw this though, and I was like, oh, of course I grabbed for it as fast as I could, and you pray and pray and pray that it's not like a TJ Maxx or a Target something or other. No, these are actually Aviator Nation sweatpants, and they're in fantastical condition. There we go, Aviator Nation. They're a size medium, and this is their logo if I didn't show it well enough. These go for a pretty penny, and nothing is wrong with these. There's no holes. However, I have found these though in really bad shape with like multiple holes or stains, or the waistband that was missing the tie, and they still sold for upwards of 40, 50 bucks. So I expect probably $80, $90 for these little joggers. Rainbow stripies. This is the magic rainbow stripies you want to look for, Aviator Nation. And last, but certainly not least, this. At first when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is like a leather piece of like material, you know, for crafting or making your own thing, because it was so big. This is a leather maxi skirt. And it is in stunning condition. It has this like high waist with this bow tie closure, or bow tie little like detail belt. And this is by 8 by Ukes right there. If I had anywhere to wear a leather skirt, I would wear this. I love it. And it literally falls right perfectly at my ankles. It's so nice, so soft. And I believe it's a size large because it's listed already. And with that lovely leather maxi skirt, that's the end of this thrift haul. If you want to let me know in the comments below which item I thrifted is your favorite, that would be awesome. And as always, if you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on the way out, that would be awesome. See you next time, friends. Bye.